Hi, my name is Chun Nichols, and I'm here to talk about the importance of omega-3 fatty acids and its relationship to inflammation. Omega-3 fatty acids have been in the news recently as a health factor. Ever since the 1930s, we've known about omega-3 fatty acids. Not until the 1960s we've actually started understanding what it actually does to our body. In the 1990s and in the early 2000s, we've started to actually apply it to our body and figure out what is actually going on when we have omega-3 fatty acids, high enough levels of it in our body, and how it counteracts inflammation, chronic illnesses, cancer, and other disorders and diseases that can occur to the body. So, what is an omega-3? It's a polysaturated fatty acid. It's one of the essential fatty acids that the body cannot reproduce. You must get it from an outside source, and the outside sources are things like grass-fed beef, grass-fed chickens, where they will lay eggs. Farmers basically dope the eggs with omega-3 fatty acids by feeding grass to the chickens, flaxseed or flaxseed oils, tree nuts, and seafood and other marine life sources. The marine life sources and the seafood sources, such as tuna, algae, lots of cold water fish, shark, these sources are the best sources to get omega-3 fatty acids. And even though you can get a vegetarian source, it's not as good and doesn't completely get reuptaked into the body as easily as the marine life sources. So what does it really do to your body? It does a lot of things. It counteracts the effects of omega-6 fatty acids, and just like the omega-3 fatty acids, omega-6 fatty acids are essential fatty acid that the body can't produce. You need it to survive. However, the U.S. has been overindulging itself in omega-6 fatty acids. Omega-6 fatty acids are found everywhere, especially in these days, especially in the U.S. westernized diet through fast food choices that we have available. It's very easily accessible to processed foods that we have at the store, the oils that we use for cooking, like canola oil, vegetable oil, soybean oil, that's used as a lubricant for everything in processed foods. This is how we get omega-6 fatty acids into our system, especially beef, like grain-fed beef and grain-fed animals. This is why it's so important for us to actually counteract the effects of omega-6, which are really, really bad. They promote inflammation. That's one of the things. They promote platelet aggregation. They promote vasoconstriction. All of these things are detrimental to our body. And it actually just ties in with a lot of inflammation and how we can not give our bodies the chance to actually live a good life. So how does omega-3 actually affect inflammation? Inflammation is basically a way for the body to protect itself, and how the body protects itself is through inflammation. It causes vasoconstriction in the area that you have issues with, and it also causes less blood flow to the area. It has platelet aggregation, everything that an omega-6 fatty acid would do to your body if there's too high of it. So the problem with, if you have high enough omega-6 fatty acids, you'll have high inflammation factors flowing through your body, such as IL-6. IL-6 is interleukin 6, and IL-6 actually is an inflammatory factor. There's also, what is it? IL-6 and arachidonic acid, which is made from fat. So, if you are overly fat, you will have more arachidonic acid present in your bloodstream. Arachidonic acid gets in the way of omega-3 fatty acids effectiveness while it tries to help out the body. Same with interleukin-6. It is a factor that promotes inflammation. So what can we do to stop all of this? We need to eat more omega-3 fatty acids, decrease the omega-6 fatty acids, and we need to somehow make it a 1-to-1 ratio instead of a 15-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, which is what the current U.S. diet is. What we need to do is basically understand that omega-3s are good. Even if you don't want to eat fish, there are other sources. There's supplemental drugs that you can use or you can eat in order to get your omega-3 fatty acids. And also, we need to decrease the omega-6 fatty acids that we ingest by decreasing the prevalence of using canola oil, soybean oil, eating fast food, and eating processed foods. So with that, like omega-6 and omega-3s, this will help decrease the inflammation, which is actually killing the United States. Hope this is good, and I really had a great time in your class. Thank you very much. I will hopefully see you later.